of the Group A's here at the Nordschleife combined circuit. We're going to have 5 potential winners, and we have 3 of them here before we get going. So with me is Jack Team 53 Synopsis.
Hello.
NGR Scooby G.
Greetings.
And the MNT Clio champion Jamie F1230.
Hello.
So you've all got a chance of winning this tonight. You've got 5 laps of one of the most treacherous circuits in the rain with the most difficult Group A car ever. And Jeff, all you need to do in reality is finish 7th and you've got the title.
Yeah, that's how it looks. How it works is another thing. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm quite looking forward to it. I like the car, I like the work, I like the track. So let's see what happens. Let the magic unfold.
Actually, Jack and Jamie, I mean, you've got a mathematical chance of doing this. However, it's very, very hard for you to realistically win this if Jeff finishes.
That's
Well,
impossible.
Yeah. I've been playing with his router, but I don't want to say that out loud. Contact his provider, and they will be switching it off in about 15 minutes.
It's gonna be sketchy. I think realistically it's between Slider Gas and Scooby, but I'm just going for broke tonight. I don't care. I want the win. I'm not helping anyone out on the championship. so you're not getting any cooperation from me. I just want to win this.
I've got to. I'm going for the win, and I've got helping hand from a driver or 2 within the grid, which should make life difficult for Jeff. So all the best, mate.
Don't bother me, boys. I'm going to be the one with a clear track. It's going to be really
yeah, because I'm so far ahead. Yeah, no, I agree.
I've just had a message from Slider Gas, because obviously for those that don't know, Slider Gas's first language isn't English, and I asked him earlier if he wanted me to say anything, and he said, could we get some money together and send it to Scooby so he doesn't start the race? He's not the biggest fan of this track, and he's wishing the best of luck to everyone. That's what Slider Gas says.
Oh, nice guy.
Nice. I've got a response to Slider. Don't worry about the money. The router is going to be disconnected.
Now, obviously,
I'm armed and dangerous.
The Sierra around here is not going to be an easy car, especially in the rain. Ha 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 ha. I'm not saying anything about that decision.
Thanks.
I mean, you've always done the Nordschleife in the Sierras, and it always produces some interesting.
We had one free race once in the Merc. Well, it was not the Merc. It was me in the Merc and you in the Ford, which was just adds to mine and Scooby's rivalry, to be honest. But you were saying, Jordan.
Oh yeah.
How does this time differ to any other time you've done it in the Sierras? Because obviously they've always produced a little bit of interesting action in the fact that you never know who might crash or who might come up the order.
I think this time it's going to be a question of how many times is everyone going to crash. I think bonus points should be applied for whoever crashed the least as such.
Visual damage on. Full damage.
We did race once around the Nordschleife back then with damage on. I distinctly remember that. So I'd rather not do that again.
I think you should put visual on. But
yeah, it would look good.
So, to end it before you all go to qualifying, any last words from the 3 of you before we go to the green hell?
Yeah, all the best.
Yeah.
But, Jeff, I hope you have a terrible one in the best possible manner.
I'm sure I will.
Watch out for the cars that are weaving across the track trying to block you for my benefit. No.
No, I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be chaos, but it's going to be a really good challenge, and I think whoever wins tonight will 100% deserve it. Not just in the race, but the championship too.
Oh, bless you.
Jeff?
Mind you, we've got Boy Rexer in here tonight. He's not slow. That's some more competition to look out for. Fraser as well is going to be flying. Whitford as well is going to be pretty good. Who's normally in this car?
Whitford.
Whitford, yeah, Whitford's normally in this.
And if you look at the past winners in the Ford this season, Whitford's been driving it most of the season. In the two races we've had so far, Slidegas won at Bathurst, and he was very quick all the way through qualifying in the race. And Boy Raxer won at Snetterton, so I mean, me and Jamie had incidents.
We chugged it away at Bathurst.
Yeah, but he was quick the whole time, so I don't think anyone could win tonight. We could have 9 different winners tonight, which we're already on a record of 8 this season. We could have 9. It's not impossible. Don't forget Adam Morris.
Tim for the win. Tim for the
Tim's
win.
in.
Tim for the win.
Well, I think we've said all that needs to be said, don't we, lads?
Yep.
Well, good luck, gentlemen, and enjoy the final race of season 12.
Good luck, Jordan.
Oh, I'm going to be staying nice and dry, mate, in my com box. Don't worry.
Are we good, Joel?
Yeah, mate. Well, Scooby's still here.
Right, I'm jumping into the lobby.
Yeah, shall I disappear?
Yes, please, mate.
I'm out of here.
So, half an hour qualifying, followed by 5 laps of the green hell. So we wait the qualifying to get out of the way. There we go, the thumb up is there. So the championship standings, the top 5, Scooby G does lead this on 158 points. Slidergas is on 145. He's only 13 behind. Remember, a point for pole position, 21 for the win. So here we go, we're here at the Green Hell for the final time in Season 12. So tonight's drivers we have Tim, RS Jim, Whitford, Scooby G, Jamie FL30, Radovan 80, Shockshaft, Adam Morris, Caesar 82, Slider Gas, Boyraxa 14, Fraser, and Jack Team 53 Synopsis. So instead of watching Jack there's Caesar 82. That's the map, the circuit's miles. So they continue to go around here. As they go up through the Nordschleife on their outlaps. Remember, tyre is going to be crucial, and that's someone already ground, and collisions between. That is carnage through there. I think Radovan is in that one. Whitford's in it. There's also RS Jim. A bit of carnage already. And we're not even into the race. Slider Gas was there as well. Let's go over the crest through Flugplatz. Whitford sideways through Flugplatz there with 26 minutes to go. Up over through Conborn and into the Arenberg. I will apologise for any sniffing at all. Slight cold as Slider Gas is having a bit of a moment. That is through. I'm not going to try and pronounce it. There's Tim just coming out of the pits, ready for his outlap and first flying lap. Remember, obviously, extended qualifying session because of the length of the circuit. There's a Whitford there going sideways. There's Whitford having a few issues. There's Tim just coming out through there. See, not the most exciting qualifying ever, unfortunately. Well, your X there's Fraser, who's actually leading the charge. CBG's normal Sierra Libre number 36 car. There's Whitford, there's Jim, Tim, Jamie be leading the charge. From the front of the pack. Now he technically will have the best conditions here to set a time in. As he goes through the carousel on his outlap. And he's lost the back end. Puts him into the wall. See, luckily no damage. He's on in this lead. There he... Again, very, very sideways at the moment through these corners, and that's not going to help his tyres at all. A look further back, there's Shock Shaft. Coming into the carousel. Look like who's behind him? There's C82. Also just coming out of the carousel. Nearly 9 minutes have passed since they've left the pits. They're only going to get a maximum of 2 laps here. Now that's Shock Shaft having a few issues then in the number 92 machine. Tim back in the pits. There's a lady starting at the back. Here's Adam Morris. Now, Radovan, the only filler as such, so he's the only one that points will be adjusted for anyone behind. Scooby has a 13-point advantage over Slider Gas. That's the crucial thing. And a point can be won or lost here in qualifying. The golden cars there, it's not Jamie, it's not Scooby, Whitford. You have a yellow flag near the back. Who's that going to be for? Jack, maybe? Yes, it is Jack. He is backwards at the moment. Don't know what he's doing here. No, he's not backwards, he just pulled up. Here is RS Jim 77. We'll go to Jamie F430 now, who is no longer leading the charge. Question is, who is leading the charge? Is that it is Fraser will be the first man to start a lap time here then at the Nordschleife combined. Conditions from on board the Sierra Cosworth. That's what Fraser can see. And this is behind with Jamie F430. Luckily it doesn't look as if the spray is too bad in this section at the moment, as they head down to the bottom end of the circuit. Just hear the wheels trying to light up in the background as they come down to the bottom hairpin right. And Jack has disconnected. Not ideal for him in his pursuit of the title. Hopefully Jack can get back in, obviously being the host. Hopefully someone's invited him back in. Scooby in the pit lane now. So is he not going to set a time then as Jamie and Fraser come on to the Nordschleife section? There's Shockshaft coming up towards the final section of the GP loop. Shockshaft has a bit of an issue and goes off circuit. Back to Fraser and Jamie F430. And that's Fraser round actually on his current attempt. That's not ideal for him, but Jamie F30 will continue on his lap at the moment. Anyone watching this? Obviously, oh, very, very sideways from Jamie and nearly into the wall. Jamie continues on, now up towards the carousel on his current flying lap. Hopefully Jack will be back very, very shortly. It looks like he will be able to get back in. So he can't get back in once 3 minutes on the clock has occurred. Yeah, to anyone watching then, there is Jack. Good to see him back in. Yeah, anyone's thoughts on who could win this race? Obviously, it's a very tricky race, this. Couldn't get it any trickier if you tried. Jamie just clipping the grass with the rear left wheel. You don't want to be doing that too often. That will come to bite you. Here's Whitford at the moment. Whitford sliding the car around as he would normally. I think he's now second on the road behind Jamie. Yes, he is. There is Jamie coming down the back straight. Jack immediately back out on the circuit. He'll want to try get around and get a lap time in. We continue to watch Jamie though as we come down towards the final section of the circuit. This a terrifying, terrifying set of corners in this area. See, Jamie was buzzing the limiter. Pretty much was buzzing the limiter coming in there, trying to make sure the car was as stable as can be. As he'll be the first man to set a lap time here at the Nordschleife. Across the circuit, puts in a 9:49.3. Where RS Jim is parked up somewhere. Whitford will be next across the line. Goes a 9:48.6, so Whitford currently on pole position. No time for Fraser after his spin. No Scooby. Trying to find the next person to cross the line. It's going to be Boyraxa. He crosses the line now. Puts in a 9:40.9. That's a hell of a time from Boyraxa. I mean, that's 7.7 ahead of Whitford, who drives this car on a regular basis. That is a sensational time. Yeah, that's just Tim the other dot. So who will be the next man across the line? It will not be RS Jim. He's currently parked up at the moment. He's under that yellow flag at the moment. C's82, Slider Gas. Where's he on circuit? He's at the top end. There's Fraser. There's Tim. RS Jim has got going again now, which is good news. Radovan will be the next man. He will cross the line. Just 8 more minutes remain. Chucks it into the left-hander as Radovan. See the puddles on the inside starting to form now. And this is why it's best to get your lap times in early. Trying to lay the power down. Look at that way he flicks the car over the crest. Sensational bit of driving here. In the dry, this is pretty much flat out. That's how tricky the conditions are. Back end trying to move. Don't want to do that. RSGM coming up through the fiddly bit to start his final attempt. Where's Jack on the circuit at the moment? He's at the top end. It's pretty much the furthest point away from the line. I don't think they are. I do not think cut track penalties are on for the race, because it's such a narrow circuit and they're going to be going hammer and tongs at it. Plus, if you're on the grass with these things in the wet, you are going for a big accident. I could be wrong, because Fraser has had his lap time invalidated, so they could still be on. I mean, they are all trying their best in not cutting the circuit, so I'd assume they might. If they were harsh, yeah, I think they would be. See Jim firing it through the left-hander there. But around this circuit, you're better off taking the penalty of slowing the car down if the cut track penalties are on. Because it's such a long lap, you can gain it back. Yeah, definitely. I mean, the only other thing that's an issue really is the wall collisions, because with the wall collisions, that still invalidates your lap time. And there's no way of turning that off, which is a real pain for these guys. Whitford has finished his qualifying, as has Jamie. They're not anywhere near Boyraxa. There's Jack, Team 53 Synopsis. He needs to get around to the finish line within 4 minutes 10 seconds. Although that's not going to help him by spinning and hitting the barriers. Getting round, flicks it over the curb. And that was enough to make the back end slide, and it gripped up on the opposite lock. Actually one of the drier parts of the circuit here, because it's quite a bit more raised than the rest of the circuit. Tim not qualifying at all. Jim there, Scooby G, he'll happily get a lap in. Radovan going back onto the Nordschleife for his latest attempt. Shockshaft will not put a time in. Adam Morris will put a time in, and potentially another one here. So he's at 82. This will be probably his final lap, in my opinion. Although Jack's there, I don't think he's going to make it, you know. Jack was pushing the time coming out of the pits. Where's Slider Gas? He'll get at least one more attempt at this. As they come up through final set of corners. Fraser will be on his final attempt now. Let's have a look and see if I can find the track, the lap record we are not going to be beating today. Remember, this is the finale. I don't want to stress how important that is. This is race 12 of 12. There we go. Let's try and find it. Nürburgring Nordschleife. Group A fact. So Scooby G took pole position and the win last season. This race has been won from not from pole position twice. Has been won from pole position for the last 3 seasons. Only 2 drivers have won from pole position, which is Scooby G in season 12, not season 12, in season 11, and then Jack Team 53 Synopsis in season 10 and 9. The track wasn't run in season 8. In season 7, Ginge took pole with Jack winning the race, so Jack a 3-time winner of this race, and Scooby G took the 5th time this track has run, in season 6, in which Jack took pole position. The lap record was done in season 10 by Jack, a 9:04.748. We're not going to touch anywhere near that, so we're about 35 seconds off of the pace there because of the wetter conditions. But let's start to have a look at a few people who will be setting some times very, very shortly. Jack has managed to start his lap. So he's crosses the line, he'll get one more lap in. He will be, I suspect, the final man to set a time, because Boyraxa is just coming down the back straight. And it takes a bit more than 6 seconds from here to get to the line. Looking to improve on his 9:40.9, which I have to say is a fantastic time. That really is fantastic. Adam Morris will not set a time here at Nordschleife. Boyrexa comes up to the line. And he does go faster at 9:37.1. That is a phenomenal time around this circuit in that car in these conditions. Can anyone touch him? There's RSGM coming round. I'm gonna say that's probably gonna be the third quarter of the track. Let's see if I can find the... We're actually in the second third. We're in the second sector still of the lap. Remember, this is at 82. Last man across the line with about 20 seconds to go. So this is by no means over. Watch RSGM. Qualifying is completed, but we do have runners still setting their laps. So RSGM powers his way through the right-hander, over the crest through the left. It's gone board actually for the remainder of this lap with RSGM. Go up through the right, lifting off the throttle. Normally this would be flat in the dry. Touches the grass. Misses the puddle, so that little touch of the grass might have been a bit of a safe haven. Let it off, coming up into the 90 right, slow it right down, get the line and power out. Up to the next one, you've got two choices. You can go around the top, or you can try and utilise the camber, which Jim does with the inside tyre. You've got to be careful though on the concrete, very much more slippy than the tar. The next moment you slow it down and gradually wind the car's power up, going through the second part on the grass, but he's all okay. Then we go down the back straight, where this is an absolute flat blast. Into it, I can't actually see what speed we're going at. Oh, I'm going to say that's something like 155, 156. We reach 157. I have no idea what that says. Touch of the grass. Now this final section, it's a fast left, fast right. Getting a lot faster in the dry. Hit the brakes. Try and make sure the car doesn't slide too much as you enter the very tight right. Then you can open the throttle through the left, and then it's a flat blast to the finish line. Jim puts in a time of a 9:53.6. Is not quick, but gets in fourth place so far. And that's the key. Just putting in a time is better than no time at all. Who's next on the radar? It's going to be Radovan. The Radovan goes down the back straight. Across the line, puts in a 10:12.0. Scooby G, the next man who will cross the line. Down the hill he comes. to the final set of corners of fourth back straight. And down the back straight, Scooby G comes. He is normally the master of this car. He knows it like the back of his hand. Comes into the final section of corners then for Scooby G. What time will he set? Cross the line. Puts in a 9:45.3. He's not going to claim pole position. What can Jack do? Now, if you haven't seen the season running up to this, every round is available in a playlist so far. Hopefully, eventually it will. Appear in the top right hand corner of your screen. As Jack comes down the back straight. So in the top right screen you'll have a card to the playlist for the season so far as Jack screams his way through the final set of corners. Can he take that all-important pole position? This is one of the only ways he's going to get ahead in the championship fight. He's got 22 points to make up. He crosses the line now. Can't take pole position. So Boy Raxa takes the spoils. 1 point for him as he sets a 9:37.1. Jack Team 53 Synopsis will be in second with a 9:43.7. Scooby G is in third, Whitford is fourth, Jamie fifth, RS Jim sixth, and Radovan the last of the men who put in a time. So the people who didn't set a time and will start in the following order: Tim in 8th, Shockshaft 9th, Adam Morris 10th, Caesar 82 is 11th, Spider-Gas 28 is 12th, and Fraser will start at the back in 13th place. We now await the finale of the Group A Tourers to begin. Not 5 laps of this demanding circuit. As we're going into the closing stages of the season, we'll be providing a live points update. Jamie has gone Jamie will not be winning this race. Then we're green here. A bit of a weird grid, but it'll do. We're off and running. Jack 23 synopsis currently takes the lead as we come into turn number 1. Boy Rex has been absolutely freight train coming down into the first turn. Whitford looking down the inside of Scooby G is all getting very, very tight. Whitford having to back out of it, and Boy Rex are going down the inside. Looks like we're fairly away cleanly here. Adam Morris getting a little bit pushed over there. There's Fraser having to now bide his time. But Jack now leads. Jamie F. 30 is not in his race. Something has happened and he is gone. Scooby G now in second place. Currently doing what he needs to. There's Slidergas, his main rival, down in 7th. And that is Adam Morris. No, it's going to be Tim going wide at the bottom of hairpin. At the front though, and Jack is having to fend off Scooby G here. So the way this works at the moment, Slidergas in 7th at the moment. Fraser, even though he's 12th, he will score 11th place points because Radovan is a filler. Jamie will not be scoring, and Jack currently on 21. This would mean Scooby G would win by 21 points right now, as we head into the Green Hell for the first time of 5. Sliding gas right on the back of Shock Shaft here. Oh, he looks to go down the inside. It doesn't quite pay off. As they now head. Sure, and Sliding Gas knows he's that much quicker right now. He needs to find the way through, and quickly. This is what happens when you don't put a time in at the Nordschleife. You get caught by people who do. And here he goes, he's going down the he's going to go down the outside as we go to the run for Fluplax. Done already, a little jump over the crest before heading into Fluplax. Job's done for Slide Gas, he's now up into 5th position. $19 points now the difference between himself and Scooby G. He needs to get up there. The lead has a group of 4. Whitford now trying to defend off Boy Rex as they come down the hill. Doesn't do it. Boy Rex now up into 3rd place. Fraser moving up quite nicely. He's up into 7th then. And that is a genuine 7th place. So he now has 10 points to his name. So now head through the end of Sector 1 into Sector 2. Back at the front, and Jack is still leading from Scooby G. Scooby doesn't need to do anything rash here. These 4 getting away from the pack. But if they start fighting, Slider Gas will begin to catch up. I mean, Jack is hoping. Oh, bit of a slide from Scooby G. Not just about holding it there. These four running immensely close on what is a notoriously difficult track to race on. Shock Shafts does have a bit of a train behind him. He has Adam Morris, Radovan, and RS Jim's coming up for company. He's had a little bit of an issue. He's 4 seconds off the back, and Tim just running around to collect points. And Boy Rexa has actually passed Scooby G. So a good move here, or a mistake from Scooby G, we don't know, but whatever happens, Scooby G is now 3rd place. It reduces the point deficit that Slidergas has. Whitford will now have his eye on the current championship leader. And Shockshaft has lost a place now to Adam Morris. He's now down into 8th place. Radovan's had an issue. He's down with Tim. So maybe a spin or into the wall then for Radovan. As we head down towards one of the faster parts of the circuit. Slidergas not catching them. He's lost a bit of time actually, so I think he's had a bit of a mistake. Through the carousel for the first time. And Whitford's got a good run here on Scooby G. Can't quite utilise it yet though. On the grass for Whitford, going through the left hand and looking for gaps. Not quite going to work. He's going to need to keep working at it though. Another one. These four here, all of them have the potential here to win this race. Fraser now up into 6th place. Right now, Slidergas and Jack would be tied on points. Another fun fact here, Jack is currently winless this season. Oh, and he's been absolutely drilled by Boyraxa 14. That allows Scooby through into the lead. Looks like Boyraxa outbraked himself there. And now they have to go after the Sierra Master. I was saying before, Jack has never gone winless in a Group A season before. And now he's staring at, yet again, for the first time, a winless season. He has to go after Jeff. Or Scooby G as we know him of. They're going to try and fly up to the back of him, and then they've got to overtake him. Boyraxa and Jack need to work together here. Jack very aggressive with the inside curve, but it works out. Still a second behind Scooby G though. Jack pretty much in it just for the win. Scooby G has a championship to think about. Right now, as the points stand, he would win by 22. Down the back straight. This is where the slipstream, 170 there, yeah, 164 for Scooby. The slipstream really helping. Look at the difference in speed coming down the straight. Coming to the last set of corners though. All of them now trying to stop the car. And get a better line out. I think Scooby's had the best run out of the final corner. But this is only going to get tighter and tighter coming down that back straight. Nordschleife now down into 10th. He's got Radovan behind him for company. Well, how do you know he hasn't? He's actually behind CZ. Radovan not having a great race. There's Tim. Actually looking just to take some points away from this one. Go back with your top lot, and it's back up to a second then, the lead for the current championship leader. And Slidergas has gone sliding down the order. This puts Fraser now into 5th place. And Slidergas down into 7th, which is not ideal for him and his championship challenge. The gap now 24, and Slidergas potentially losing out to Jack here for that 2nd place. Jack could go from 5th to 2nd here in this final race, which would be a fantastic little achievement for him. Being in 2nd place at the moment, he's not quite there, he needs to win it. So you watch him tussle, coming onto the, what would be effectively the back straight for the GP loop, and he's losing time at the moment because he's having to defend from Boyaraxa. These two need to work together. They need to get back up to Scooby here. They need to stop fighting because Scooby G is getting away. 1.5 the gap going into there. So with the concertina effect. Up to 1.6. This is the problem. Scooby's been let loose and he's starting to pick up the pace. Although it looks like he's had not a good entry into that corner for Scooby G. Moving a bit too sideways. Count now down to a 2nd. Further back, and Slidergas has Adam Morris right behind him. Slidergas not enjoying it, but Slidergas is in 6th right now, which begins to cement his place in 2nd in the championship. I mean, it's been a phenomenal season for him so far. Really done well for himself has Slidergas, and he'll be a real threat for season 13. Back at the front though, and the gap now under a 2nd between Scooby G and Jack. As he start going towards Sector 2. Gap still hanging around there at that 2nd mark. Slidergas a little bit wide through the right-hander, and he's now lost the place to Adam Morris, putting him back down into 7th place. Slidergas goes through the right-hander. Gap at the front now up to 1.2. Only on lap 2. Oh, and Scooby G has gone for a massive slide. Very well held by the championship elect at the moment. And Slidergas has returned the favour on Adam Morris. He's now back up into 6th place. Right now, as the points stand, Scooby G would be on 179 with Slider Gas on 156. Jack on 154. Jamie, a non-scorer tonight. Scooby runs very wide into the wall, actually. Whitford is suddenly crept up into second, with Jack now in third with Boyrax a fourth. So that's an interesting one from that perspective. Because I was going to say, Jack should have been there to capitalise, and he wasn't. So Scooby G really getting away with a bit of a scare there. Don't know what happened to Jack and Boyraxer. And someone else has retired now. And Slider Gas now down to 8th place. I think that's Radovan has retired from the race. But we now have a battle on our hands for the lead because Whitford is right. Oh my word, Scooby G very sideways, as is Whitford. Maybe that's the line through there. Look at the way Scooby's just sliding the car through the corners. Beautiful to see, great car control. There's Shockshaft going through the carousel at the moment with Caesar right behind him. I say right behind him. Caesar actually spun at the carousel. So that has lost him a bit of time. But this is the main battle at the moment, it's at the front. Scooby G doing everything right now to take the title here tonight. But behind him, he's got a very hungry Whitford. And Jack's on the grass, which loses him now another place to Boyraxer. That puts Jack into 4th. And the chance for 2nd place is slipping away. The other thing here tonight is tyre wear is on, as per normal, and the tyres do not last in the wet. Scooby G go really wide into the gravel now for Scooby G. That's going to give a place to Whitford, surely. Scooby G just about getting away with it, but oh, and he's gone sideways out of the left-hander there. I can see Whitford and Boyraxer passing him down the straight here with the immense slipstream. Here we go then. Let's see the difference in speed. Here comes Whitford. He's going to start to make his move now. It's already up into the 160s. Up. Boyraxer into the 170s at the moment. They're going to go 3 wide, are they? Yes, they are. 3 wide down the back straight. And in the space of 1 straight, Scooby G has gone from 1st to 3rd. Although Whitford and Boyraxer are going side by side into the fiddly section. And Whitford, what a move to stay in 1st, but he's lost it into the wall. And that'll be Scooby G back into 2nd place. And Jack into 3rd. Head into the first set of corners for just the 3rd time. Then only a 5-lap race here. We've got about another 30 minutes to run. Jack goes a bit wide in the background, as does Whitford. But Boyraxer has been by far the quickest here tonight. And this could be the scene that Jack goes winless. But behind this, Jack is getting pestered by Whitford here for that podium slot. Whitford looking down the inside of the next left-hander, backs out of it. Jack runs a bit deep anyway. That was the view of Whitford's bumper. We'll head down the back of the GP loop and up towards the chicane for the third time. Into the Nordschleife we go. And a big slide for Whitford. Whitford's a 9:38.1 on that last lap. That's a pretty impressive time. Need to watch then, Whitford trying to hunt back down Jack. There's Scooby G. Up to Flugplatz. Chuckshaft running a nice little 9th place at the moment. Tim just going through the first couple of corners. But this man is starting to get away now. Boyrax are the quickest in qualifying by about 7 seconds. And now starting to pull away in the race. Scooby G doing what he needs to do. Jack has lost a load of time. He's gone off somewhere. Jack into 4th place, and you'd have to say the chance of 2nd in the championship is slipping away. Definitely be 4th, but he's now level on points with Fraser, who is currently sat in 5th place. I think Fraser has won a race, potentially. If he hasn't, he'll go down on 2nd, but I think Jack is a bit of a master at this season. But there he is, he's only 2 seconds behind Jack at the moment. Boyrax's gap now up into the 3-second mark. Boyraxer continues to lead here out to the Nordschleife. This though could become a bit of an interesting battle as I go on board here with Fraser on the bonnet camera. trying to utilise a higher gear in order to lower the revs of the car, which should enable it to pull away with less wheel spin, hopefully more traction, but potentially not at the same sort of rate as it could do, which is always the downside. But if you get better traction, hopefully you do pull away a lot quicker. As they head down towards the carousel section. So Fraser will be looking to try and hunt down Jack here, because at the moment they're level on points, though Fraser probably won't know it. Whitford's starting to close in on Scooby G here. It's out of 2.5 seconds at the moment. Interesting to see how that will go if they close up the gap. Better pace from Fraser over the hill there. 8 miles an hour going through there for Jack. Yeah, similar to Fraser there. But Boy Rexer, this is where he's starting to pull away massively, is through the committed sections. Obviously very happy with the way the car is at the moment. Really is pushing that car. He comes up towards the back straight. He really is pushing that thing a little bit here, is Boy Rexer. He's not going to be giving a toe to anyone either, so no worries about a draft from behind. Boy Rex just needs to carry on and win this race. At the moment, where is he in the standings? He is currently in 14th on 42 points. 21 points would put him ahead of Edu. And at level with Cam in 12th place. Hopefully he'll have a full campaign next year, because I think he'll be a very big contender for the title if he was to do this in Season 13 full time. As he comes through the final few corners to end lap number 3. So like a 9:35.6 then the time. We've lost someone else. I think that Caesar 82 has retired from the race. But this is the difference, okay? Boy Rexer on 9:35.6. Scooby G 9:43.8. That's 8 seconds gap. And Whitford now on the tail of Scooby G. The gap only 0.7 of a second. Both of them running slightly deep into the left-hander. I believe this is the Yokohama S. Could be wrong. Scooby up through the Schumacher S. Towards the left-hander up the top. RS Jim, that's an interesting interesting tactic this from RS Jim. He's come in the pit lane. He'll get passed by Shockshaft. And Slider Gas. Slider Gas down in 9th at the moment. Back up into 8th potentially. No, he won't. So Slider Gas is down in 9th. I don't know what's happened to him. But there's another point lost for him. But Jim with brand new tyres on, I would assume. Can he use them to good enough effect to make up a lot of time here? Back onto the front though, Scooby G has a 1 second gap to Whitford. Gap to the leader is 8 seconds now. Jack, that's a horrible time. 10 minutes and 4.0. Oh, Scooby G getting sideways. And Whitford looking down the inside, can't quite get it there. He's going to have to wait yet again. Up to Flugplatz. Touch a brake. It's such a quick corner down to here. Up over the hill. Down the hill, Whitford is there, he's 0.6 behind Scooby G, the current champion-elect, as things stand. All by showing Tim here, he is nearly 3.5 minutes down on the leader, he's just about to complete lap 3. He's there in the pit lane. He's in the top 10. Good result at the moment for Tim. This will be getting him 7 points to his championship tally. Which, although it doesn't sound a lot, won't put him up a place unfortunately, because Boy Rux is the next man ahead of him. But he'll be in the top 15. It's been a tough field for Tim to face against this season, and he's done very well in my opinion. Still think if he just held on to a few more races, just stayed there a little bit longer, took the points, he would probably be up the order a bit more. As he runs wide of the Yokohama S. The front, and Whitford has got past Scooby G. So Scooby G loses another 3 points, but at the moment it still doesn't matter. Jack still has Fraser right behind him, and here comes Adam Morris, who can start to interfere. At the moment, Fraser and Jack level on points. As things stand on 149 apiece. But now Adam Morris is starting to enter the fray against Fraser. This could allow Jack to get away, and also Fraser to lose that all-important point to Jack. Whitford starting to catch up here with Boy Rex, but I think that's just because the concertina effect as Boy Rex goes through the carousel. Powers his way out. So Whitford now goes through the carousel. Yeah, the gap back up to 9.5 seconds. Good laps actually from last round from Adam Morris. A 9.43, keeping on par with top 3 cars. And Adam Morris, another person who could be a decent contender in the Group A's if he was to stay along for next season. Very quick driver. Moment Jack currently still in that 4th place. Currently going to be winless in season 12. It's unheard of that Jack will go winless in a Group A season. And funnily enough, it's the season that he is his first full season with a wheel. Back in the front here on this the penultimate lap at the moment. Whitford going through the final third of the circuit. He's got to go careful because SQEG looks like he's in range here for a bit of slipstream, and we know how powerful that is. Down the back straight then for Whitford 0 for the penultimate time. The gap between them begins to close, and it'll get smaller and smaller, quicker and quicker the longer we go down this straight. The difference, 162 for Whitford, 167 for Scooby G. Here he comes. He's not going to be close enough though, is he, coming down towards the final fiddly bit? He hit the brakes all over the grass for Scooby G. That's not quite the line I would have taken through there, but he has survived. And Whitford yet again nearly in the barrier. Scooby G will claim back that 2nd place. So Whitford still not out of this fight. Slowly Gas, meanwhile, is now up into 8th place. Now give him an extra point. But this is really the fight here between Jack Fraser and Adam Morris as they go into the final lap here at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. He hit the brakes into the first corner. Oh, that's a bad exit from Adam Morris. That's going to see him lose some time. Hasn't lost as much time as you'd have thought, though. Still less than a second. RS Jim is into 7th. Although Fraser now looking all over the back here of Jack as we come down to the bottom of hairpit. Whitford has got back past Scooby G whilst we watch this battle continue. Jack looking for a better, straighter exit. through the Schumacher S and a better run that from Fraser. Got to go careful because this is a view from Adam Morris's car. He's going to look to have him. Looks around the outside of the right hand, lead onto the back straight of the GP loop. Get onto the power. He hasn't finished it. He has finished it. Fantastic move by Adam Morris, and that means Fraser currently will not finish in third place in the title. Currently, Fraser will be beaten by Jack by just a single point. And Whitford has lost second place to Scooby again. So Scooby back into the runners-up spot of the race. And Scooby back into third place. None of these guys want to finish second, do they? What you're asking me was 16, pretty much 17 seconds ahead of the pack. Doing everything his own way, but behind we have Jack and Adam now fighting over fourth place. And again, this, if Adam was to get past, this would mean Jack would be level with Fraser again on points. As they head towards the Flugplatz for the final time of season 12. This is the finale. Remember, season 13 looming in about a month and a half away for season 13. Plenty of competition going on at the moment. Competition to win a Thrustmaster Sparco TSS handbrake. And that was Fraser going for a spin. Losing a lot of time in that. Luckily, Jim wasn't there to capitalise. He's gone around and Jack's now into the barriers. That puts Jack now into 5th place. And he's now level with Fraser on points again. And Morris has been looking very, very quick. Scooby's been making mistakes left, right and centre by the seams of it. He is now 12 seconds off of Whitford 0 as they're going through the second sector. There's Tim at the moment. Going through the third sector here. On his penultimate lap of season number 12. Adam Morris now 4 seconds up the road from Jack. Comfortable in 4th right now. You'll want to keep that secure. But if Scooby G makes any more mistakes, he's going to have to be careful. Adam Morris is going to start to catch him and potentially take that place away. It won't matter too much in terms of the championship. However, Scooby would like to probably take a podium position to win his title. Having a look. And see who the past champions are. Although Scooby G's gone for a spin, and this is big. He can't stay there for long. Adam Morris now starting to close in on the champion-elect. Big time, he's going to have to go careful coming around this corner. The battle for third, now on. Scooby now with Adam Morris right behind him as we come up towards the final sector of the lap. I believe Tim is now just waiting for the leaders rather than doing an extra lap. He'll take 10th place by being a lap down. At the moment though, Scooby G has Adam Morris right behind him as we now enter the final few stages of the race. That's what you see as Adam Morris. He's right on board. Boyraxa though is coming to the end of this race. It's been a stellar of a drive from him. And it's going to be Boyraxa for the final time this season who wins the Group A's at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. A fairly dominant performance from Boyraxa. Whitford 0. What did I say? Coming up through the final 50 sections. I think Tim has not yet moved. See Tim just over there. So Whitford comes across the line for second place at the Nürburgring Nordschleife. A fantastic race for him. And for the final time in Season 12, Tim will cross the line. He's going to finish in the top 10. Behind it's going to be a photo finish of the line. Who's going to get it? It's Adam Morris. Adam Morris takes third place away from Scooby G. Scooby G will be in fourth and is your Season 12 Group A champion. Hopefully we will speak to him in a minute. Jack is in fifth. Fraser in sixth. Apologies for the quick interruption. Just going to see if we can get Scooby G into the party. As RS Gem comes through the last fiddly bit. RS Gem will finish in 7th place. But joining me now on his cooldown upper moon, Scooby G, you are the Season 12 Group A champion.
I think that's a celebratory donut.
Yeah, you see on the screen. Congratulations on the championship. It's been a phenomenal season, really.
Oh, it's been an amazing season. It's been brilliant. I can't believe we've won it. Get in. I knew it was possible. I was hoping to finish on a podium, but RDF Morris Adam picked me at the post by a millionth of a second. Yeah, he got a better drive out the last corner and done me. But yeah, no, well chuffed a bit that I've won it. It's not proper sunk in yet, but get in.
It's your main rival Slidergas finishing in ninth, a bit of a tough, in ninth and eighth place, a bit of a tough race for him, but a good season for him. He's been a good challenge for you this season. Shockshaft finishes in ninth place.
Everyone's been a tough. Whitford's been amazing. Jack's been super amazing. Fraser's been fast. And yeah, Slidergas was close to catching me up there at the end. But yes, I've still my podium, well, not podium, championship even. Yeah, I need a drink.
Obviously, one more championship to settle for you next up at Ruapuna Park. But
I think Fraser's got it.
Well, you never know, as seen in this race here, Slidergas finishing down in eighth. But
yeah, it could be well. I shouldn't have missed the race last week, but got sidetracked.
But there you go. Scooby G, your season 12 champion. Thank you for talking to us.
Thank you. That's alright, pal. Thank you to everyone for taking part.
There you go. So that is it. Season 12 is finished for the Group A's. If you have missed any of the races or want to relive, as Scooby probably will, there is a playlist with every event on, which denotes how the season went for all the drivers who took part, but from myself, the Season 12 champion, and everyone here at NXTGEN and the Group A's. Thank you for watching Season 12. Do look forward to a special episode at some point with me, Jack. We review a bit of the season and see what's in store. But from us all here, we look forward to see you at Season 13.